In this AppSynergy tutorial, we want to briefly touch on modal panels. Modal panels are pop-up panels. So anything that you can do anywhere else in AppSynergy that you see in any of these tutorials, you can also do the same thing within a modal panel. To create a modal panel, drag it off the palette and drop it into your application. We'll call this one Edit Order. And then you have the region on the screen. To make this quick, we're going to take the existing order record that we already created, and we're going to select both of those things. We're going to cut them out of there, and then we're going to paste them into here. But in this case, what we want to do is change the look of it a little bit. So we're going to get rid of this header here, and instead we're going to have a single save button at the bottom. And when the person clicks this save button, maybe we will give it an icon. So we have a save button down here, and we need to connect it to the record so that when you click the button, it saves the record and then closes the panel. So we connect the button to the record object, and we say save. And then we can also connect the button afterwards to the panel itself, and then say hide if no unsaved changes. The next step after this is we have to have a way to open this panel up. So how are we going to do that? So down here on the other part of the UI, we've selected a particular order, and we have a data link that runs from that to here. So even though it's in a pop-up panel, you can still create a data link between them, and it's linked by order ID. The next thing we need to do is probably put a header box above here and put a button in it that says something like Edit Order, and maybe an icon to tell the person that it's going to pop open a window on them. So now we need to take this Edit Order button, and we need to connect it not to the record, not this inside flashing, but this outside red box, which is the panel itself. And then we're going to say Show. So to explain what happens here, when we select a particular order, there's a data link that links these two data sets together. When we click Edit Order, it opens the panel up. So now, when we test this application, we can go up to Acme. There's the order we did before. We can click Edit Order, and it pops up. We can say, oh, we want to add something else to the order. And so maybe we add some fishing line, and we just want one of those, and we can see that everything recalculates, and we can click Save. It saves the record. So let's add another button here, because we probably need to also create an order. So we can say New Order, and again we'll give it the an icon. Okay, so we have this button, and now we need to have it do two things. It needs to open the panel and add a new record. It needs to do both things. So first of all, we need to open up that modal panel. And that's how we do it, Edit Modal Panel. And then we're going to come here, and we're going to have a button action connected to the outer modal panel. And we're going to say Show. And then we're going to connect to the record. I'm double-clicking on the inside. And we're going to say Add Individual Record. So it's going to show the panel and add a record. Now when we go to test this, we can come here and say New Order. And you can see popped open the panel and added a new record, and we can come up here and say, let's make this one for Test Company, and let's say they bought just a single fishing reel. And we click Save. That's it for this AppSynergy tutorial video. Please be sure to check out all the other tutorial videos available on our website.